welcome to a really fun video. I'm so excited to be filming today. I'm sure you can see from the title of this video, it's an empty apartment tour in Orlando, Florida. So yes, my friends, Adam and I have moved officially to Orlando, which is so incredibly exciting. It has been, if you've ever moved, you know how it's so chaotic. So please excuse the appearance, because I know I probably look a hot mess. But we literally just got our keys. We just walked in and kind of did a once over just to see, kind of making sure everything looked okay and that there weren't any major issues. If you've moved, you know that. So, but if you're visiting for the first time, hello and welcome. My name is Michelle, and just as I mentioned, my fiance Adam and I just moved from Atlanta, Georgia to Orlando, Florida. If it's really echoey, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do, because there's nothing in the apartment right now. So I wanted to take you guys along for an empty apartment tour. Honestly, it's something that I enjoy watching. I don't know why. There's just something really cool and therapeutic about kind of watching these fun musical time-lapse videos. And so I will kind of walk you through a little bit about some of the ideas we have, but for the most part, I'm just gonna walk you through without any sound, so you can just kind of sit back and enjoy a little bit of a video music montage. I am so super excited about this place. There is so much potential. This place is actually a lot bigger than our former apartment that we had, so we just have tons of ideas. When we first walked in and saw this place, I mean, first of all, the model, it was beautifully designed, and it just gives you a lot of inspiration about kind of how to decorate it. So all that to say, come follow along with me if you'd like to see an empty apartment tour in Orlando, Florida. I just did a really quick, montage tour. I left out this cool little bar space, which I really like. In fact, Adam and I have already been talking about how we can really do this up. I think he wants to put like some Star Wars stuff up here. I didn't notice when we actually toured it the first time. For some reason, I thought there was lighting up here, and there's not, but that's totally okay. We can actually make this work, but it's a really interesting space to kind of put some things. So you can see that this area is super wide open. I love Our cute apartment complex had such a beautiful welcome package. I had to hide most of it just because it has a lot of branding of where we're living on it. So, but they give like a really cute water bottle and a cooler and just like all kinds of really cute little tchotchkes. And then there's 2 Wawa gift cards, which is like a really popular gas station group, kind of like gas station convenience store here in Florida. So that was really nice. And there was like a scratch off lottery ticket and a couple of other things, but it was a really, really nice touch to walk into a really nice welcome packet. But you can see right here, and I love the fact that there's outlets here. So we already have bar stools from our old apartment that'll fit perfectly right here. And then you guys, I love the storage and how intentional they were with this kitchen. If you look, I mean, so there's not, I guess some people might sneer or get a little bit upset that there's not a true pantry, but these 2 cabinets here will work perfectly for kind of like your traditional, I guess, like American pantry, right? And then we've got some over the fridge storage. I love the fact that it's just kind of like a normal, I forgot what these are called. Please forgive me, I'm so tired. But our old apartment had French door fridge, and then the freezer was like a bottom pull out. And this is more of like a traditional fridge, which we were actually really pumped about just because we didn't have such great luck with our last one. But if you can see, all of this storage is so amazing. And you guys, how cool is this little feature? I mean, you guys know I love to decorate, and if it's your first time here, you might not know that, but I love to decorate for like seasons and holidays. So I have tons of Halloween things and fall things that I'm already thinking about putting there. In our old apartment, we actually had under cabinet lighting, and so we brought that from that apartment, and I actually think he's gonna install that again because it was a really nice feature. We hooked it up to Google, so it was like super automated. And then of course down here, even more storage. I cannot get over how much storage is in this apartment. And if you've seen photos of my other apartment, one of my favorite pieces and components of this one is that our sink used to actually be in the center of the island, whereas here we've got like a traditional island in the middle, which is amazing. So we're pumped. I mean, the kitchen alone is just awesome. I love the backsplash and the tile work. Obviously, like, you know, this is just normal apartment lighting, and I am not a fan of overhead lighting, specifically these kinds of lights. It's just, I'm not a fan of it. So from when you see it in this, you know, kind of in this element, in this status or whatever, to when we actually put our decorative touches to it, it's gonna have a whole new look. We're gonna do, I'm really big about kind of ambient lighting, so I'm really excited to put our touch to it. But it'll be nice that we can put like the TV right here, couches right here. That'll be perfect. If you saw like the little bit about the back porch, I am so excited about that because it is screened in. So if you live in Florida, that is not, all the apartments we toured, that is not common. We weren't seeing a ton of screened-in porches as an offering, so that was a really nice touch. And then just off of the kitchen, you'll see this is the master bedroom. And the cool thing that we just walked into that we didn't know, because we couldn't actually tour this apartment prior to getting it because there were still tenants in it, but we saw the model, but the model was not a corner unit. So we had no idea that we actually got these additional windows. So I am really excited about this room just because there's just so much natural light. It's gonna look so beautiful. Like, you know, having our bed right here, you can already see that there's outlets. I will say, I think one of the interesting things about more modern apartments, so you'll see that this outlet right here has the USB plugins, but I don't understand. They always only put it on one side. So at our old apartment, it was on this side, so I got to enjoy it. But on this side, Adam gets to enjoy it. So it's just kind of interesting why they don't go ahead and put it on both sides. It's just an interesting feature, but I'm not complaining. I just find it interesting. So lots of lighting, which I love. We'll hang some blinds, some curtains, not blinds. We'll hang some curtains up here that we already have from our old apartment. What's going to be interesting is, what do I do with this space? Do I get, you know, additional curtains? So I'll have to like play around with this space quite a bit. But I'm excited for it. I love a good challenge. And then you guys will see. So this closet is a huge walk-in closet, but if you saw the quick montage earlier, the guest closet is massive. So Adam has already said, I already know this is gonna be my closet and the other closet's gonna be your closet, but we'll just see how it goes. But this closet, regardless, is perfect. It's a really nice size. I actually have some cool ideas. I think I'm gonna do some DIY to almost put these like faux wood, so it almost looks like it's a floating shelf over these. However, I might get difficult with these little inserts here. So, but I think I could be able to like put some cool, I've seen some really neat DIYs on Instagram. So stay tuned if you want to see that, because I really kind of want to cover these slats, because we're going to be here for, I think we signed a lease for 16 or 17 months. Because you guys, we've moved so much in the last year. I was like, we're not moving again. And then moving into the master bath, holy smokes. I mean, again, they were so great with the storage. I love this cabinet storage to be able to, you know, store all of your towels and all of your products and all of that stuff. We, in our last bathroom, were so guilty of just kind of like leaving everything out. And so I think having all this cabinetry is going to be so nice, because I really want to be able to keep the clutter off of the counters and just kind of only have like the essentials on the counter that we need, which is nice. And then we'll be able to, of course, you know, it's really nice having a window in here. Our last apartment did not have that, so that's a really nice feature to have some natural light in the bathroom when you're getting ready. And then you'll see we've got this really cool shower. I'm not going to turn the light on because the fan is incredibly loud, but it's a really nice overhead lighting that you'll get. That's more like warm lighting. And then of course, I love the fact that there is a bathtub, and shockingly enough, the camera is not really doing it justice, but this bathtub is quite large for a garden tub for an apartment. So I'm really excited about that. And then of course, a lot of the apartments are automatically coming with these, you know, rounded like curtain rods. But I think what I'm gonna do, just to make this room look bigger and taller, is we'll just use this one for like our normal like shower curtain liner. And then I'm actually gonna put a larger curtain rod that's, you know, just goes straight across horizontally with like a really long like drape, just to kind of elongate this bathroom. I think it really needs it, so that if you can have like curtains here, and just the shower liner on the inside. That's just kind of my initial idea. So stay tuned, because I'm definitely going to show you guys how we decorate this place. And then moving into, we already touched upon the living room and the porch. I'm excited about the porch. You guys know this already because I just mentioned it, but it's almost the exact same size as our porch from our last apartment. And I bought furniture for our last apartment, so we're already like good to go out there. And then moving on to the other side, this is the guest bedroom. This will also serve as my office, because while Adam found a job here in Orlando, I am still going to be working and commuting back to Atlanta a couple times, probably like once a month, so like for a couple weeks. So it's gonna be an interesting scenario for a while, but that means I need an actual workspace. So we'll put our guest bed here, and I'll probably put my desk right around here, because I love being able to like look out of a window. I have a whole work office already from my old apartment, so that'll be really, really easy to do. Anyways, so you'll see this room is really nice and spacious. In fact, it's the exact same size as the master. So I love the fact that you can really kind of choose which one you want, just based on sizing. But we like the other room just because of the corner windows that are offered. It just feels a little bit bigger and brighter, and so we decided to put this as the guest bedroom. And it leads into the closet, and as I mentioned before, you will see why, because no, it does not end here. This is just one side of the closet. So I am definitely putting almost like the faux wood planks over, just to kind of make it look like it's a floating shelf. So I would definitely be doing that here, as well as here. So I will definitely be doing that here. That, like I said, that floating shelf effect. I'm really excited to build those pretty quickly, actually, just to kind of be able to make this more like decorative looking. And then I think I'm just gonna leave this as like a traditional closet, like not, you know, not covering the wire shelving. And then while Adam joked that this was going to become my closet, I think this will actually end up becoming more storage, because we've got quite a bit of stuff and it's like perfectly situated almost to be a storage unit. So what I'm going to do is get a curtain rod that's going to go right here at the top, and it's going to be like, you know, a really long curtain drape. And so it will cover everything. So it's like, because we don't have a door right here, I'm going to make like a faux door. So this will be a really cool decorative space. I've got a lot of like camera equipment and creative stuff that I'm thinking about putting here just to kind of make it look more decorative. So it's, like I said, I'm talking 3,000 miles a minute because I'm so excited. There's just so much possibility, so many possibilities with this apartment. And then you'll see, of course, tons of storage here. It doesn't have the like floor to ceiling cabinet in here, but I'm totally fine with that because for a guest bathroom, this is absolutely perfect. And then I'm gonna do the same kind of elongation effect. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but like putting a, you know, curtain rod up here and having long drape panels on either side just to kind of like make it look a little bit more warmer. I am changing out these light bulbs because I just cannot stand bright white light. I'm not a fan of it. I know that I'm kind of like old school, that I like more warmer lighting. So we're definitely going to change out the light bulbs for sure. And then moving into, so you'll see we just kind of did a big circle, and then it leads out back into the kitchen area, which leads into, here's our full-size washer and dryer. I am so pumped about this because our last apartment just had the stacked ones, which I can't complain because the fact that we had it was included with our apartment is wonderful. But having more like bigger full size is great. And then being able to like have shelving to like put all of your different, you know, laundry elements or cleaning things is huge because we didn't have that in the last apartment. So I'm really excited about that. And then simultaneously, I'm excited because our last, I'll turn you around since we're done. Our last apartment, the laundry room was in the same room as the living room, which we watch a lot of movies and TV shows. Like, it's kind of like the way that we like chill out at night. Although now we live in Orlando, we're probably going to the theme parks to chill out at night. But if you were trying to do laundry at night and then simultaneously trying to watch like Obi-Wan Kenobi or one of our shows that we watch, it was really hard to hear. And so we would have to like really turn up our sound. It's first world problems, but the fact that our living room and our laundry room are so separated now is such an incredible feature. So anyways, I am so pumped about this apartment. I'm sure you can tell. I am currently, you can see that I'm by myself because Adam has already had to head over to the DMV to get his Florida driver's license. For two reasons. Of course, he needs it for his work. And then secondly, because we are chomping at the bit to go ahead and get some annual passes so that we can start visiting the parts more frequently, taking you guys along with us. Adam and I had some really good conversations on the car ride here. And while I'm not trying to turn into a theme park vlogger by any stretch of the imagination, because there's so many great ones out there that you guys can watch and that I watch. But I just thought it'd be cool to be able to like, you know, take you guys on a couple different adventures. There's a lot of things about Disney and Universal that I haven't seen people touch upon. And so there's some things, of course, that I'm just gonna keep sharing with you guys. I'm just really, really excited. So thank you for following along. If you've made it this far, thank you for following along. Let me know down in the comments below what's your favorite element of the apartment that you've seen. You know, what different design ideas do you guys have? Because I love hearing design ideas. That's one of my favorite things in like other videos is seeing kind of all of the different ideas people share with creators, like, oh, you should do this, or what about this? Because kind of in the moment, you almost get lost into it. And so sometimes some of your ideas I don't know, it's just because you have so many, it's kind of hard to like keep everything on track. So if you guys have ideas, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear them, but lots to come. I will be sharing as much as I possibly can through the decorative process, us just getting settled. We have about 45 minutes before the movers show up, and then of course you know how that's gonna be. It's gonna be crazy. So we packed everything on our own, but we hired helpers to help us unload everything. So it's about to be crazy, crazy, crazy. But it's a really exciting time. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you are new and have followed along this whole video and are still new to the channel, I would hope you would consider subscribing to follow along with all the adventures. There's a lot of decorative things coming up. I'm a huge fan of fall and Halloween, and I decorate every single year for it. So there will be like a decorating video coming up really, really soon. And like I said, we're gonna be heading to the theme parks and taking you guys along for the ride. So lots of exciting times. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.